we need to talk because mental health is important. We're here with Zoe Bradshaw.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Zoe. I am 28. I think. I can't remember. I learned today that I was 5'6" and not 5'7". So that's a fun fact. Don't really have anything else to say about myself.
Do you know anything about mental health?
Might need some help.
Okay, might need some help. Okay, so not very knowledgeable on the topic, but interested in learning about it per se.
Yes, that's sure.
Okay. We'll go with that. Alright, so your icebreaker question, pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Okay. If you could have dinner with any fictional character, who would it be?
So many.
Zoe's a book lover, by the way, so we'll see if this fictional character belongs to a book, a movie, or a real life person.
Right, I was just about to ask.
You got 3. So a book person, a movie person, and a real life person, a life or death.
Okay, so my real life person is probably Trevor Noah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, because I feel the conversation would be really litty. And yeah, I love like all his work. My movie this is hard. My movie
We going with a actor, or are you going with a character in a movie?
I was going to be character
Okay.
in a movie. And Jack Ryan, which John Krasinski plays, and I like him, so that works. He's a spy.
That's for
what? Yeah,
okay. Forgive me. I don't know what movie this is from.
It's a series.
It's a series?
Called Jack Ryan. Yeah.
Jack
But
Ryan.
the movie, Tom Cruise plays him in the movie, but John Krasinski does it better.
Oh, there's a movie and a series? Okay, so we want...
And it came from a book. It was a book first, and that they adapted it.
So which Jack Ryan do you want?
I want John Krasinski.
Okay, so not Tom Cruise.
No.
Not Tom Cruise. And your book person.
A book person. Okay, this one's the most difficult. Oh my gosh. Everybody in my head is a psycho.
They could be a psycho person, a funny person, an interesting person, and you would have Trevor Noah cracking jokes. You would have John Krasinski
Cracking
as
more jokes.
Jack, being like, okay,
Maybe a tad more serious, but still sarcastic.
I'm a spy, and I'm gonna suss out, so it can be like a murder mystery dinner, like
Jesus. Okay.
So you can have a psycho as you know, like those wired interviews
Let's
where
do
they bring on people
Raphael from like Nalini Singh's. No, we'll do Elena. We'll do Elena from Nalini Singh's Archangel series. That's not Guild Hunter series. There we go. That's the name of the series. Where she's a vampire hunter. I think she's badass. So let's do her.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last
So
book cover
she's
that I
not
can
a
receive.
psycho.
No.
Okay. Alright.
She hunts them.
Who's the life person?
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah. Right. Okay. Fair enough. Who would I do? I don't know if I would do a life person. Let me think about it. I was too busy like thinking about yours. The most recent book I read was Abby Jimenez Happy Ever After playlist.
Got you.
So I'd probably meet. I'd meet Josh.
Okay.
Is that the man in the second one or the first one? The guy in the second one. Is his name not Josh? No, Josh is the first one. Josh is the first one. So who's the guy for the second one?
Is that the one you want to meet?
Yeah. That one I would talk to because he's a singer. He's like a performer.
Oh my god.
Jackson.
Oh, J names all the way through.
Yeah. His real name is Jason, but his stage name is Jackson.
So different.
Yeah. So Jason is the one that I would meet. That story was just lovey-dovey.
Cute.
It was cute, especially since the first book was like hot, steamy. I hate you, enemies to lovers type of thing. But at the same time, they were like the best friends of the. Spoiler alert. They were the best friends. The boat friend zone. They were the best friends. And how Abby Jimenez did this series, every one person from the previous book is in the next book.
Gotcha.
As like the star, so you'll get little snippets about the first one. So it starts with Kristen and Josh. Of course, from the beginning, you know that they're gonna fall in love, but you don't know how they're gonna fall in love. It's a whole friend zone situation. And then what caught me off guard with that book is literally that the side character, one of them, once again, spoiler alert, dies.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't see it coming. You know like how side characters will be like, oh yeah, they might get into an accident. You feel like the main people are like, oh my god, it's just so sad and blah blah blah. And it brings people together. Something brings people together. You don't expect them to die. So like it happened and then I was like, what? Why would you do that? There's no point to doing that. Then the second one is about her, the girl. So the person that dies person, if you know, to the guy that dies.
Sure.
So they're
yes.
They're the main couple, and then the story is about the best friends. But the main couple, which the story is not about. I haven't spoiled that so bad. But you have a couple.
Gotcha.
And then they each have a best friend.
Yes. That's usually
So
how that works, hopefully.
Sloane is the girl. Brandon is her fiance. They're about to get married. And Brandon's best friend is Josh. Sloane's best friend is Kristen. Kristen and Josh eventually get together. The story is about Josh and Kristen. But the side characters, technically, are Sloane and Brandon, even though they're the couple in the book.
Yes.
So Brandon dies. And then Sloane,
Never reading these books.
she just... I thought it was going to be a happy book. It says friend zone, so you think, oh, it's just one of those stories about, oh, he get put in the friend zone and blah, blah. I didn't know that there was going to have some drama in it. Like, I didn't know I was going to be traumatized by the end of it. I thought, this is an easy read, because I didn't feel like reading anything heavy. It was just like, wow, oh, get some sexy, sure, whatever. And then that happens, and then you go, pardon me?
Gotcha.
And then the second book is about Sloane and going through grief, and
Finding a new person?
she didn't want to find a new person.
Well, I mean, yeah.
The love happens through a dog.
Cool.
And as a dog person, I was like, yay, don't like for dogs. Anyway, so I'd meet him as my book person just because I just read it. And
Can't remember what J name you said.
Jason,
Jackson, Jonathan.
and also the book comes with a playlist, so you literally listen to the music while.
Oh yeah, I ignore those things.
It's a part of the vibe.
Yeah. I look at the playlist at the beginning of the book, and I'm like, cute.
It's a
I
vibe.
see the Spotify link, I'm like, cute. Proceed for me.
I like books like that. It's a vibe. So that's my book person. My movie person, I feel like I'm gonna go animated.
Cool.
I'm not a human being.
Alright.
We're gonna go Scar from The Lion King. Because as a child you hate Scar and you're like, oh, you're just the bad uncle. And then as you grow older, you kind of go,
Scar is not relatable.
He is though.
No.
He is.
He's so
And
horrible.
especially
Ursula
with the
was scary.
movie is coming
Ursula
out.
relatable. Scar is so evil.
I mean, he's the biggest villain to me. He's the biggest villain in this Disney history to me. But that's why I would want to talk to him. Because it's like...
I mean, he was hilarious, but also awful.
It's like, what made you... And that's why I can't wait to see this movie that's coming out. Because it's like, what made you go this bad? Like, at which point did you... Like, are you a psychopath? Are you a sociopath? Did you just...
What's the difference?
see.
Is the psychopath the one that's worse?
I don't go with worse or better.
Yeah, I was saying this either one of them considered worse. I don't know. I don't know. Well, both of them.
With those sort of disorders, it's not really about being bad. You don't have to be a bad person to be a psychopath or a sociopath. So, to me, being like, oh, which one is worse? Whichever one decides to kill people or things. Okay, so sociopaths tend to act more impulsively and erratically.
Dumber ones, gotcha.
How are they dumber?
Because they get caught.
They struggle to maintain a job or a family, whereas psychopaths, I feel like psychopaths are more narcissistic.
Gotcha. So
Like they're both narcissistic, but these psychopaths know how to, they know how to manipulate and act.
Yeah.
While the sociopaths, I feel
The incels.
also know how to act, but they kind of just go.
They're the people in the basement that you would expect it. And these psychopaths are going to be like, oh, that's.
Wow, where did that come from? He was at our family dinners, and
Smiling.
then
Yeah.
basically.
Just see that it was cool.
Okay, so sociopaths lack remorse, but guilt and empathy may be present.
Cool.
Psychopaths lack guilt, remorse, and empathy.
Gotcha.
Psychopaths pretend to feel emotions.
Yeah.
Sociopaths have some emotions, mostly like rage and shallow emotions.
Yes.
Psychopaths' inability to form true emotional attachments. Sociopaths may have attachments, but with very few people. Psychopaths tend to be successful.
I figured.
Sociopaths tend to be consistently irresponsible and have repeated violations of law.
There we go. See, I told you they get caught.
Both are dishonest.
Makes sense.
Sociopaths constantly lying and deception. Psychopaths have manipulative behavior and narcissism. Yeah, I said that. And superficial charm. And sociopaths are aggressive and have reckless behavior. Fun fact about this picture that depicts them: the psychopaths has on the suit, as you said, is like the CEO, and the sociopath has on a jail.
Sounds about right.
That's
They get caught.
damn. Why are you saying that the sociopath is the worst one just because they're more impulsive?
I said dumb.
No.
Oh,
I mean then,
Oh, yeah.
like maybe a psychopath could have on the jail jumpsuit too
Almost
when he
definitely. I
gets
just
caught
think it's harder to catch them.
for his white collar
I don't
crimes.
think you find them paying themselves with the blood, you know? Like, getting all into it.
Okay. So, today, no, I haven't finished. I did a book, I did a movie person, Scar. Mm-hmm. So, Scar is, I feel he's a sociopath.
But did he get
He's not very successful. He did get caught.
Kill Mufasa.
Yeah.
That was successful. And ran off Simba, and was doing it.
And then he
Living
came
it up
back.
for a little bit. But
And
I know he was
then-
living it up for he had it.
All the
He's
lionesses.
just a terrible leader.
He is a terrible.
Yeah.
But the psychopath wouldn't be a terrible leader.
He's sociopath.
No, the psychopath wouldn't be a terrible leader.
Yes, he would.
The sociopath is
Oh,
impulsive.
sorry, yeah, the other way. Yeah.
So
no.
he's a sociopath.
But no, I just feel like in true psychopathic tendency, he probably got there and was like, nah, I don't feel no way about this either way. So like, anarchy.
You can comment below if you think Scar is a psychopath or a sociopath.
I think he's psycho. I don't think he's sociopath.
I'm gonna stick with socio because he's impulsive as hell.
Yeah, but I think the planning for Simba to like go and do all of that, that's not impulsive. That was carefully crafted.
I also feel like that was just happenstance. Like it
I
happened
set
to
that
go
off.
no, he wanted things to happen, but he didn't know how he was gonna have them.
But
You
he
killed
set it
his
up.
dad and then what? Run far away. Okay, you thought what was gonna happen?
Like Simba was Akuna Matata in, if not they play him, it would have worked so perfectly. Like, what do you mean? Scar would have killed everybody from like starvation. but
Exactly. So your entire lion.
Nobody said
He didn't think past killing Mufasa.
Nobody said he wanted to be a good leader. He just wanted to be the leader. What do you mean?
And the whole hyena thing. Of course, the hyenas are gonna eat everything.
Yeah, but nobody said he want to be a good leader. He doesn't want to be the leader.
I feel.
But if he doesn't care for people, of course it's gonna go left. Psycho or socio.
Fair. I still think that he has too many issues to be a psychopath.
You don't think them got issues? I think they have a lot of issues.
Yeah, so today's topic so the topic for today is attachment styles. What are attachment styles? Attachment styles allude to a specific way in which individuals identify with other individuals. So a person's attachment style was most often formed at the absolute beginning of their life, most likely in the first 2 years of their life. Once settled, the individual's attachment style tends to stay with them throughout the course of their life and manifest today in ways that they relate to others, whether that be children or spouses. So, there are 4 attachment styles. So, we're pausing this episode because I did not explain attachment theory properly. So, attachment theory explores the emotional bond that develops between a child and their primary caregiver. This bond profoundly influences how individuals form relationships, respond to stress, experience security throughout their lives. So it was originally created by John Bowlby. The theory was developed in the 1950s, and he was looking at the deep impact of early separation of children from their parents, or like their primary caregiver, and the attachment disruptions on the child's psychological development. So he theorized that children are biologically predisposed to form attachments as a survival mechanism. So the core concepts are basically that caregivers provide a secure base, and the child feels safe to explore from that safe base. Okay, so attachment styles. The secure attachment typically develops when the caregivers are responsible for reliable fostering of a sense of trust. Insecure attachment arises when caregivers are inconsistent or unavailable, leading to patterns of anxious and avoidant behavior. Disorganized attachment often results from an unpredictable or traumatic caregiver responses, leaving children without a clear strategy of how to seek comfort. So in this episode, we're talking about relationships. So as adults, our early attachment experiences often shape how we approach romantic relationships. Those with secure attachment generally find it easier to trust and feel safe with partners, while those with insecure or disorganized attachment may struggle with intimacy, fear or closeness, fear of abandonment, or difficulty trusting others. So these early patterns influence how we respond to closeness, conflict, emotional support, and often repeating dynamics that we learned when we were children that were caused by our parents. So understanding our attachment styles can be a powerful step to a healthier, more fulfilling relationships. So as we continue the episode, you're going to see us talking about attachment styles. So that's the basis of the attachment styles when we go into like the relationship quiz and how we interact with relationships now based on attachment styles. All right, back to the episode. And in a study that shows the possible attachment styles that you learn when you're learning psychology, a baby goes into a room with his mother, and there's an observer in there, and there are toys all around the room, and the mother leaves the room. And the way that the baby responds indicates their attachment style. So for a secure attachment style baby, they'll be confident, non-reactive, and resilient. So they won't cry when the mom leaves the room, because they'll know that the mom is coming back. They'll have the tendency to be like, okay, my mom is coming back because she's left me before and she's come back. The anxious attachment style, they're emotional, fantasy bound, lack of nurturing, turbulent. So they'll more have the fear that she's going to leave. So they'll cling on to her and not want to walk through the door. They'll be like, okay, if I go and play with these toys and I walk away from her, there's a chance that she might, leave me. So I might stick close by her, and then if she leaves, cry real bad until she comes back, and then I'll love her up. There's a dismissive avoidant, so isolation, ambiguity, ambivalent, distant. Usually, and forgive me if I mess these up, usually with a dismissive avoidant, it's I will get upset when my mom leaves the room. So everybody that isn't a secure baby will usually get upset when their mom leaves the room. But with dismissive avoidant, when she comes back in the room, I won't have eye contact with her. I will kind of just be like, no, you don't exist to me anymore because you kind of like hurt me. And I won't run to like get the comfort from you. There's also fearful avoidant, which is dramatic, unpredictable, and they have a lot of internal conflict. So with fearful avoidant attachment style, you want to have love from people, but you tend to feel as though, so you need a lot of reassurance, and you tend to feel as though, yeah, you say you love me, but you don't really love me, type of thing. Me. Which one do you think that you are?
Depends on the situation.
Okay. So, for today, we're going to take an attachment style quiz, which hopefully works. And then we'll see what the quiz thinks that we are. So, disclaimer, quizzes, different situations, different surroundings, things influence the test. The way that you're feeling in the moment can influence your answers, and then one time you might take it and you get one answer. Next time you take it, you might get a different answer. It also may have varied from when you were a child, or it may be smack on. So take it with a grain of salt. This is all for fun. Okay, so the first question: my partner truly understands me and my needs.
How many years has?
36.
Same, but when they start with that.
What does yours say?
My first question is, trusting others is easy, and I generally find that I get a good outcome when doing so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these are agree and disagree questions, right?
Yeah. Sort of seems like one of the 5.
Yeah. Okay. My next question is, I often feel that others invade my space or depend on me without me ever saying that I would be okay with that. What's yours?
I often feel that my partner is merely using me as a stopover until someone better comes along. She's like, how do you answer that when you're single?
I guess go based on...
Yeah. I'm awesome. What do you mean?
Kind of neutral with mine. I often find myself engaged in fixing other people's problems for them.
Alright, mine is, I sometimes feel that my partner doesn't afford me my fair due unless I put on an act to make them notice me.
Have you ever felt that way in a relationship?
No.
Most of my partners have had significant social, financial, or psychological problems, which I've had to help them deal with. That's just like calling out people.
I really Okay, so yours even came up differently because mine is literally like...
Yeah. What was your number 4?
As my relationships mature, I tend to find more and more fault with my partner until I feel like I barely respect them at all.
Is that a feeling you relate to?
I don't know where they're asking me relationship questions. Yes,
So
yes,
you don't
yes.
have
I know,
to.
I don't have to relate. Like,
It's like that's how I would feel about
Yeah,
something, or
so-
that's what I felt in the past.
like neutral, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess right.
My desire for closeness sometimes scares people away. For closeness scares people away? What's yours?
Okay, if I try to kiss someone and they turn their head, that's fine. Nobody's liked by everyone.
First of all,
Why would you be trying to kiss somebody who doesn't want to kiss you to start? So it's just like, and then they turn their head. There's no way that no, like what? I've never, no, what?
why would we be okay with that?
I don't know. I don't know who would be fine with that. How do you shrug that off?
Feelings instantly hurt. Instantly.
I just be like, alright, whatever wrong with you, but like, what do you mean?
When I'm feeling stressed out, thinking about my partner tends to relax me.
I prefer to keep others, including my partner, at a distance.
Yes. Yes.
Gonna go neutral.
Don't you dare go neutral. You like to keep. I'm not gonna out you.
That's
I'm
not.
gonna out you.
I so disagree.
Your close friends don't even know when you're talking to somebody.
Cause that's none of your business. I don't understand what you mean. Like
You literally pick and choose
literally-
what you tell people.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes.
It's like, let me just keep this close to my chest until I'm sure. And
What's your problem with that?
I'm not saying that there's a problem with it. I'm just saying that you need to put yes.
Whatever.
I prefer to keep others, including my partner, at a distance. Okay, so we had the same question.
Okay, this is just mean at this point. Alright, whatever. I prefer to keep my deeper feelings hidden, even from those who are close to me. Like,
Yep. 100%. I prefer not to get too close to others. I
don't like the word close in this.
Yeah.
Like, it's too generic. I often feel that my feelings for my partner are stronger than theirs for me.
I've rarely been afraid of being alone or that no one would like me. Disagree.
I feel like people got to know me, they wouldn't like the real me. Okay, disagree.
I take care not to give others information about me which they could later use to hurt me.
I don't think you give people ammunition.
I feel like I give them information, but I'm already okay with the information that I give them.
Got you. So if like they throw it back in your face, it's fine.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Alright, so repeat from you. Most of my partners have had significant social, financial, or psychological problems which I've had to help them deal with as a no.
I sometimes try and sever my partner's connection with others so that he or she will be more reliant on me.
Whoa.
I feel like that brings up like friends, and like when you start to get into a relationship, how some friendships get terminated because of the relationship. So this has happened to me in multiple relationships where as soon as you get in a relationship, dynamics change, so friendships change, and your needs in that relationship and that other person's needs, that you can't always meet your friends' needs the same way.
Repeat the question.
So I sometimes try to sever my partner's connections to others so that he or she will be more reliant to me.
Okay, but are you actively trying to do that? Okay.
But I feel like that question goes with that. It could be seen from a different perspective. So like from the friend's perspective, it'd be like, oh, you're cutting off people from everybody. But I feel like that's like a personal thing. Like the person would be just setting boundaries.
Yeah, but you yourself are not actively like looking at your boyfriend and being like, okay, you see this particular friend, like I'm gonna try to sabotage that. I think that's more
Good.
so.
People do that.
And most definitely, yeah.
Some
But I'm
people
saying
do
you,
that. Mm-hmm.
right? So
No, I already have the
okay.
answer to my question.
Yeah, because
I was
I'm
just
like
thinking about
most
that.
definitely, like, and I feel like that's when I say whoa, I'm like that's domestic abusers 101. But yeah. If I value my relation with someone, I just say hello without thinking much about whether it's awkward or how it will sound to others. Yeah, I'll go neutral because it depends on the relationship, to be quite honest.
Pressuring me for commitment is just about one of the worst things a prospective partner can do. Does give you an ick. It's like, yeah, you might want somebody, and then as soon as they're like,
so what are we?
Alright, calm down. Calm down. But that's crazy because you could be so into the relationship, and as soon as they do that, which is hilarious because when girls
So what are we?
do that, they get upset that guys are kind of like,
You
relax, slow down. But when a guy does it to a girl, it's just like, could you relax? But I feel like guys do it faster when they're like love bombing you. So it's like, I met you on Thursday. What are we on Friday?
Saturday,
yeah, and you're just like, oh my gosh, you're a creeper.
Yeah. I'm generally pretty open with people and don't keep secrets from my friends or partners unless it's a good reason to do so. Okay, disagree, fine.
I am open with others and
No,
easy
there's
to
a
get
good
to know.
Reason.
Protecting your feelings is a good reason?
Yes. What do you mean? That's the best reason.
I wasn't saying not. It was a
It's a
question.
good reason. It's the most valid reason ever. Okay, yeah, go.
I'm open with others and easy to get to know. I think, yeah. I'm open with others if I want to be open with others. I think I'm very friendly.
Yeah.
And then I
Just surface
overshare.
level.
So you get to know me quickly. But that's only if I
You friend
take
bomb.
to you. Yeah. If I take to you, I'll friend bomb you galore. If I don't take to you, I'll just be like, you will never know anything about me.
I trust my partner and don't remain on my guard around him or her. I say yeah.
I find it easy to ask others for help or support.
I hide my true emotions. Is hiding and not sharing the same thing?
I guess I was up to interpretation.
Yeah. How can I hide?
If I was to ask you
Yeah.
specifically, like, oh, you like this person?
I'd probably tell you, yeah. Like, I wouldn't hide it, but like, unless you ask me specifically, I wouldn't volunteer the information.
I don't think you hide it.
Okay.
I sometimes feel disdain for people who are not independent or self-made. I don't really care. I don't care.
I think the or to the self-made is a bit more
Yeah.
different than independent for
Mhm.
sure. Like they should have just left that independent because that.
But even then, that's not my business. If you're not independent, you're not independent.
Fair. But even in a man.
Like, this is such a but it just says I sometimes feel disdain for people. It doesn't say a partner. It just says people. So like, if you don't want to be independent, that's on you, boo.
Yeah, it's true. I often find myself engaged in fixing other people's problems for them. I'd say no at this point in life, to tell you the truth.
I sometimes enhance my allure by being intentionally mysterious around others.
I don't like this quiz.
I've never taken an attachment style quiz like this.
Yeah.
So I'm
This
very
is weird.
interested to see what the response is going to be.
These ones are.
Enhance my allure to be intentional. I'm mysterious? No.
Yeah, like it's what?
I don't think I
That
do
sounds
that.
icky. Okay, love isn't really that important to me. I guess I'd say yes, but
I I guess that goes with the people who are like dismissive.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like it is, but I'm pragmatic about it too. Like it needs to make sense. So I disagree.
I guard my privacy pretty fiercely and can react adversely if my partner forces intimacy or closeness upon me. You see, this is a double-edged thing. I protect my privacy pretty fiercely. Nowadays, yeah. I react adversely if my partner forces intimacy or closeness upon me. No.
See, I know a person who that statement fits perfectly, but is like I get why it's together, but I also get why it's like a double edged. So I don't know how you specifically should respond to, because I wouldn't be like, yeah, that's you.
Because I'm a public display of affection person, but also it depends on who I'm around.
In public with you.
Because I'm in public and I'd be like, yeah, this, whatever. But I also, at the same time, it's like, there's no limits when I'm where.
Yeah.
I feel, I'm not saying neutral on that one.
Fair enough. I've really been afraid of being alone or that no one would like me. That's agree.
I'm generally pretty open with people and don't keep secrets from my partner or friends unless there's a good reason to do so.
Sometimes I worry that my partner is intentionally ignoring my phone calls or texts, or at least not responding to them as quickly as a loving partner should. Yeah. They could see me doing that. Not the first part, but the second part. This is like,
that was literally my next question.
yeah. Like, or at least not responding to them as quickly as a loving partner should. Yeah. Or you're not responding.
I'm trying to figure out if my yes to that is toxic.
Yeah, possibly, but oh well.
Because I'm starting to like develop kind of like a reservation to having those feelings.
Yeah,
I'm growing and being like, you're busy.
He's busy, exactly. Yeah, most definitely.
But then if I went on pure instinct, it'd be like, why are you not talking to me?
You don't love me anymore. You
hate
me. Yeah.
Just tell me that you hate me.
Yeah.
Tell me that you hate me without telling me that you hate me.
Why don't you? Because this is exactly what you're doing. Yes, it is. But rationally, obviously, no.
Mm-hmm.
But be dramatic, yes. Why not?
You have to do your next question, because that was my next question.
I take care not to give others information about me which they can later use to hurt me. Yes.
I hide my true emotions. No, I wear my emotions on my sleeve.
I make everyday decisions easily without needing advice or reassurance. Yeah.
Trusting others is easy, and I generally find that I get a good outcome
that was my first one.
when doing so. Trusting others isn't easy.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't think I get a good outcome when I do.
Anyways, I prefer not to get too close to others. I'm going neutral.
I make everyday decisions easily without needing advice or reassurance.
I almost never worry about my partner breaking up with me. I don't feel like that's unnatural. Like I'm neutral.
As my relationships mature, I tend to find more and more fault in my partner until I feel like I barely respect them at all.
I should have gone no with that, because that's not really true. Anyways, my desire for closeness sometimes scares people away. I disagree.
I sometimes feel that my partner doesn't afford me my fair due unless I put an act on to make them notice me. So that's the one that you had earlier.
Yeah. You need to cause drama for attention. I sometimes enhance my weird question. I sometimes enhance my allure by being intentionally mysterious around others.
I feel that if people got to know me, they wouldn't really like me. I don't know how I feel about watching.
Okay, yeah, expand.
Because sometimes I'm like, I'm awesome. But then other times, mental health kicks in and I'm like, I suck.
Yeah.
I'm so emotional. No one will love me. Type of thing.
Got you. So,
And then there's also the mental health aspect of sometimes I don't know who I am. And I'm just like, you don't know the real me.
got you. 'Cause I don't even know the real me, so
Yeah.
I don't know the real me.
But,
I know.
mm,
But in general, if you feel if people saw all of that, that is still like you.
when I was a teenager, I would have said, agree to this.
Mm.
Now I'm going to go neutral
Okay.
because that's not really me anymore.
Gotcha. When I'm feeling stressed out, thinking about my partner tends to help me relax. These are hard to answer without having a specific person to think about, but yeah. Fine.
I often feel that my feelings for my partner are stronger than theirs are for me. I'm going to put agree
Okay.
just because of the fact that the negative thoughts in my head tell me that,
Yeah.
but I'm reassured that that's not true.
Gotcha. I sometimes feel disdain for people who are not independent or self-made.
We're almost done, by the way.
Oh my God. This is the weirdest quiz. Okay. I'm neutral. I don't know.
I can be pretty impulsive when expressing my emotions, even indulge in worrisome scenes when I'm disappointed by love. I'm emotional.
I guard my privacy pretty fiercely and can react adversely if my partner forces intimacy or closeness in a company. I don't like the word forces in that to start. Because, I mean, if somebody's forcing you, who wouldn't react adversely? But I'll just go disagree because I don't like the last phrase.
I trust my partner and do not remain on my guard around him or her. I'll agree with that. I put my guard up with other people, but not really partner.
My partner truly understands me and my needs. Once again, should have asked if I was single. Neutral.
Love isn't really important to me. Love is important to me. In all aspects. Friends, parents, everything.
I find it easy to ask others for help or support.
I feel like you don't ask for help a lot.
I don't really need it.
Sometimes when I am single, I just want to skip ahead to being in a well-established relationship again. I don't enjoy the mating dance and its insecurities. I'd say yeah.
Okay.
But there's, in fact, I may not strongly agree with it. I'll
Disagree?
just agree.
Okay.
Because there's a point in singleness where I was like, I'm good. The stress of the mating dance and being in a relationship is just too much, and I don't want to have another person to deal with.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm open with others and easy to get to know. I don't know. Yes. I feel like others would have to tell me. I don't. Am I open with others? easy to get to know. I don't feel like I'm a shutting, like, closed off person.
I think you're a sociable person, but not easy to get to know.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can be an acquaintance with a lot of people, but not like friends.
Yeah.
I prefer to keep my deeper feelings hidden, even from those who are close to me.
Yeah, so sometimes when I'm single, I just want to skip ahead to being in a well-established relationship again. I don't enjoy mating dance and its insecurities. I'd say yeah, but then it's just weird. I don't know, like Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I almost never worry about my partner breaking up with me. No, I'm constantly thinking like and that's literally not even rational. But
I come across this. Hold on. Okay. I come across as cold and good at hiding my true feelings. Okay. We'll agree with that. To a certain extent.
Okay, that was mine as well. I don't think I come across as cold.
No.
So, go again.
Alright, I often feel that others invade my space or depend on me without me ever saying that I would be okay with that.
That was my first question.
Not really.
I often feel that my partner is merely using me as a stopover until someone better comes along. Before I would have said yes, but now no. I'm kind of glad that they didn't give us these questions all at the same time, because I feel like that's what could alter our...
Yeah, the bias.
Yeah.
I also feel like I've seen other quizzes that are more...
I like other quizzes better than this.
Yeah, like this one is...
Partner.
Ask me about myself, damn it.
Usually
like
the other ones, because there's another one that I did that is more official. By the Attachment Project, and theirs was more self questions,
right,
and how you relate to your mother and father,
right. Okay,
so that one was
try that one too then.
Okay. All
right, so my second last one is I sometimes try and sever my partner's connection to others so that he or she will be more reliant on me. That's some crazy.
If I value my relation with someone, I just say it aloud without thinking about whether it's awkward or how it sounds to others. No, I think about everything that I say. I overthink things.
I can be pretty impulsive when expressing my emotions and even indulge in a woe is me scene when I am disappointed by love. I will disagree.
I just got to the kiss question. If they turn their head. Disagree.
Pressuring me for commitment is just about one of the worst things a prospective partner can do. I don't like that question. It really depends on the person as well. Like if I'm at where you're at, it's not pressure. If I'm not at where you're at, then it's like definitely pressure and you need to chill. So pressuring me is a bad idea, period. Like you cut off my nose and sweat my face. Leave that alone.
Yeah, so finish. I have to wait for mine to load. Mine is loading. So, oh, mine loaded. I was just about to say.
You got scared?
No.
Oh. It's weird.
I've never had a test do this.
So, okay, what was your percentage?
Okay. Mine says 11.1% on edge and 25% engaging.
So what does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, on edge engaging says ambivalent. So I got 38.9% relaxed, 25 engaging, which is secure.
I'm very confused as to what's going on. Like, I don't have on edge is what?
On edge, and then like when you go down on edge and engaging. Yeah.
So I'm 11% secure and 25%. No, I'm 11% ambivalent. And
the other thing is on edge.
11% ambivalent, which is on edge, and 25% engaging.
On edge engaging. Yeah.
By looking at the other ones.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
There's also a theory approach, the horizontal axis, relaxed on edge. This one is very technical.
Yeah. Oh, and it has like the references to the studies and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
what is bothering me so much is that it's 11 and 25. That's not 100.
No. Then I think some of the other stuff is made up too, but I guess it gave you your highest percentages, but it, like, how is that? It's only 30-something%.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine at least, like, is over 50, so it kind of makes more sense mathematically. But then it says...
I'm just gonna go with on edge. On edge, engage. Oh, it says on edge, engage in, which is ambivalent.
Yeah.
Individuals tend to be very good at attracting the attention and admiration of others around them. I feel like I can relate to that. Generally, they employ one of two strategies to do so. They're either these people become very hardworking and effective, or they attract a lot of attention by being extremely charming, colorful, and entertaining. So, am I hardworking in regards to like life dealings and practical matters?
So that they will naturally draw the attention and esteem of others who could use their help. So do you draw dependent people something?
I feel like both of these things can affect. I'll go with helpmate. In both cases, on edge, engaging individuals adopt these strategies because they have a root feeling of ambivalence about others. They feel that others wouldn't notice them and give them their fair due without them being a good helpmate or playmate. But at the same time, they also detest others for making them put on this act just to get basic love and validation. In other words, ambivalent personalities tend to alternate between being sensitive to others and neglecting them, between seeking intense intimacy and driving artificial barriers to closeness in between themselves and others. Some individuals of this type feel deep-seated sense of injustice towards others for having been made to develop their persona instead of being loved as they are, because they're engaging individuals. Did I read that right?
Sorry, I was reading ahead.
Because they carry with them the representation of being unfair, the individuals may find it easy to excuse themselves from their obligation or for cheating or fudging the truth. I don't relate to that. In general, ambivalent individuals tend to be good at psychological manipulation and getting others to do what they want. I can see that. And they often have a high degree of sensitivity and accuracy to others and people's emotional state. I agree with that. When in their good graces, being close to an ambivalent personality may feel like heaven, but once they have decided that you're treating them unfairly, being close to them may feel like hell. Yep. That describes me.
Alright, so
you're relaxed,
engaging. Relaxed, engaging individuals tend to have a good self-esteem and typically find it easy to share their feelings and opinions with others. They spend less time fretting and second-guessing themselves than individuals in the other three quadrants, and generally find it easy to ask others for help or support when it need. They're usually straightforward, and trusting in their relations with others, and their usual state is one of being open, approachable, and relaxed. For this reason, they typically have fewer interpersonal defenses than others. They naturally seek to connect with others while remaining realistic about the transformative power of intimate relationships. Relaxed, engaging individuals don't expect to be swept off their feet or to have their entire world turned upside down by the arrival of some romantic savior or the like. They're already comfortable in their own skin, so to speak. Instead, they seek to cultivate simple virtues such as mutual trust and a sense of shared intimacy with others. They generally don't play games, but seek to establish uncomplicated and mutually beneficial relationships. You can agree.
I feel like in reading these, it makes more sense.
Yeah, than the
percentage stuff.
Yeah, it was
like,
wacky.
Yeah. And usually when I do these, I get fearful avoidant.
Okay.
Or like a more anxious type. So like the mistrusting.
One. Okay. In all the ones I've done, honestly, I've gotten secure. Is my third one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But this one definitely sounds like me. Even though this was different, I do like the response of it.
Yeah, the results, yeah, the explaining of them kind of makes sense. But I would admit, I feel like if I had taken this when I was a teenager, then I wouldn't have gotten secure. And then the baby thing had me, because I've had reports of me screaming my head off from the time my mother left. The time she got back home. I'm like, I don't know how secure that was in me as a baby.
That could have been, so, alright, I'll give you the attachment project one to do. I've already done it, so I'll read, because we won't get access to all 4 of them, but we'll have access to one I get and potentially what you get. So you just go to the attachment project and it says, do you know your attachment style? It's actually pretty short, I think. So we're going to take the attachment project attachment styles quiz. I've already taken this one, so Zoe's going to take it off camera and then we're going to come back and talk about the results of what you found. Alright.
A few moments later.
Stop. Okay, so we're back and we decided to do the trauma solutions attachment style quiz. So Zoe had done this previously, so I pretty much just did it just now, and my attachment style is secure. However, it breaks it down into percentages where my secure is 28.6 and my ambivalent, which is like the test that we just did, is 27.1%. My disorganized is 22.6%, and my 21.8% is avoidant. So I feel like if it's close, that it could have switched between secure and ambivalent, but secure just edged out the ambivalent attachment style. Zoe got secure, and her secure was
38.9,
and then her ambivalent
was 19.5.
Her avoidant
is which color?
Yellow.
The 21.2
and disorganized
is 20.4.
Okay, so secure. We could literally take quiz after quiz after quiz, but they generally give you the same answer. So even though I got secure in this one, which is basically secure attachment is not magical personality type where life is perfect and all your needs are met. Secure attachment is attunement or the ability to form trusting and meaningful and lasting relationships. Avoidant attachment will be tend to have fear with intimacy or having trouble getting close to others. Avoidant attachment is a form of insecure attachment, exhibiting fear of intimacy, suppressed emotions, coping with difficult situations alone. Ambivalent, which I almost was constantly worrying about relationships. So that's another form of anxious attachment style. And it's associated with being needy or clingy, difficulty being alone, or maintaining boundaries, which I can kind of see in a relationship standpoint. From parental or friendship standpoint, it's not so much as accurate, but I guess that's why I also got secure, because in maintaining friendships and stuff like that, I'm more secure, but in romantic relationships, I'm more ambivalent. Disorganized attachment, desperate for connection, but avoid it at the same time. Disorganized attachment is a form of insecure attachment where intimate relationships are seen as dangerous, marked by fear or difficulty regulating emotions.
Yeah, we're not disorganized.
Yeah. So
when you meet a disorganized person, you know about it. It's very clear.
We're gonna end there today, because we could keep taking tests, but
we're good at that.
But I think we're possibly gonna do a part 2 where we talk more and relate it to lifestyle and our experiences versus just doing test after test after test, because you could probably go more in depth and explain things a bit more, and how it is relatable to individual situations, to a single person or a taken person, or family relationships, etc.
Or dating. 'Cause dating is stupid.
Yeah. And how you go through that. So you can stay tuned for part 2 of this video. I'm not sure when we'll film part 2, but part 2 will come because this topic is like a huge topic, and it was great having you to like literally just go through these quizzes and laugh and see the types of questions that you can get on these quizzes and how it all formulates into like graphs and stuff like that. So we're gonna do our closing question.
Oh, lovely.
It's not that extreme.
Okay.
It's literally like an easy ending question. 1 and 5. Between 1 and 5.
I know in my head I always goes to the middle number. Let's do 5.
What's one word or phrase that encapsulates the essence of your approach to work or life?
Pragmatism. I'm pragmatic. Like, I used to think that I was pessimistic, like more pessimistic than optimistic, but I realized that I'm just pragmatic. Like, I just try to see a situation for what it is and deal with it as that, like nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, I'd say pragmatic.
Alright, so thanks Zoe for coming on the podcast. This has been We Need to Talk. Remember, mental health is important. Talking about it is important. And I'll see you on our next episode. Bye.